बॉस हैज गॉन फॉर अ टॉस, नो लॉस। घर में हो टीवी तो किसे चाहिए बीवी। चैनल 1 लंदन, चैनल 2 रवीना टंडन। आई एम एन एंटरटेनर। तरबजीत सो स्वीट, इतना अच्छा किया, आई लव्ड इट। महमूद साहब कॉल्ड, शमी कपूर साहब कॉल्ड, जया जी सेड अरे अमित जी बूगी वूगी वाज नॉट लाइक अ इस शो की कॉपी। देयर वाज नो रेफरेंस शो इन द वर्ल्ड। बैठे हैं मैंने सुनी 12 o'clock, दादा आइटम, दादा एंट्री, दादा एंट्री। वहां जो जोक चलता है और बॉम्बे में जो जोक चलता है, आई हैव सीन दैट। So when I go into a boogie woogie and I crack a joke, I know who I'm cracking it for.
How do you think comedy is involved? Like, for example, you've also worked with Bhuvan Bham.
See, the point is you're having fun with somebody, not making fun of somebody. There are issues which are more important, man. There's a certain play happening. Urvashi Rautela has some 70 million followers. Does that translate into ticket sales in movies? It doesn't. College में जाके ये कर रहे हैं, किसी यहाँ चले गए वहाँ. Boss, that doesn't sell the film. The only thing which sells the film is. देखो, film industry में it's all business. Nobody will put money behind somebody if they're not successful, if they're not good. आपका क्या problem? आप film देखो, मत देखो. आपने बोली बकवास फिल्म है, flop. मेरे पैसे गए. Who's taking the risk? So what nepotism? Where the nepotism comes in? भुवन YouTube से आया from a very humble background. मेहनत की talent था. He's worked his way, है ना? हर आदमी आके बोलेगा मैं शाहरुख खान बन जाऊँ, नहीं होता बॉस. Don't blame it on nepotism, boss. आपकी मेहनत है, yes. बहुत बड़ी चीज है.
You also made interesting comments on the tribe about influencer culture.
मतलब वो क्या एक्चुअली क्या है कि आपने यूं किया और एक टर्न मारा और साड़ी बन गई और फिर एक गाने को आप लिपसिंग कर रहे हैं. अरे कुछ आए द लाइक्स. सही अंग्रेजी सीख रही हो. When in the Rome, do the Romans. That was improv. This character would never have worked so good if Saif. शाहरुख को अगर वो विलन या कोई पंच मारेगा, वो 2 गुलाटे मार के गिरेगा. Because in the end, when he beats up that guy, there's much more of an impact. He understands. The actor है now. How do we start? There were some actors are like.
The hustle culture.
No. I heard 2 or 3 of these guys. Are you stupid? Boss, this is called crony capitalism. आप कमा रहे हो, इसका खून चूस रहे हो, उसको भी दो ना उतना. How much will you look at a wife's face? I mean, how dumb is that guy? Who are you to tell me what to do? I mean, so that's all good. ए दिल है मुश्किल जीना यहाँ, जरा हट के जरा बच के, ये है बॉम्बे मेरी जान.
Welcome to Humans of Bombay, sir. It's been a while, actually. We've been trying and chasing and saying, come on our podcast, because you're such an interesting journey. Very excited.
Thank you. Pleasure to be here. I've been watching some of your stuff since a while.
Yeah.
अब तो podcast हो गया, but I used to watch वो जो reels.
हाँ, वो 30 seconds के reels
हाँ,
आते हैं.
वो काफी interesting हुआ करते थे. Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
There's so many ways to introduce you. How would you like me to introduce you?
काफी कुछ हाँ किया है, but technically, if you look at it in one word, I'm an entertainer.
Yeah.
So whether I entertain through music, through movies, television, through voiceovers, so it's the world of entertainment. I've been involved in that. वो करता हूँ.
Yeah.
I'm an entertainer.
That's a good way to put it.
Yeah.
So let's talk about entertainment. How has the entertainment industry, Bollywood or whichever way you look at it, evolved? You've been a part of it from 80s, 90s and to now. There's a significant shift. So how do you look at it?
But in one word, like, I don't know who said it, but it was like, art reflects life. And life reflects art. It's both ways. So you see that everywhere. I mean, you see clothes have evolved, music has evolved, technology, cars, even culture has to some extent evolved. What was not right is okay today. So everything evolves. I mean, that's the whole point of it. So from the industry perspective, I think it's the same thing. It reflects what's happening in life.
Yeah.
So we are from the field of art. So art is reflecting life, yes. But of course, in short, if you look at it, it's become much more commercialized. I think everything, even sports.
Yeah.
Even movies, of course. So it's about the numbers. It's about how much we can make, how much we can exploit. I think it's going there. And somewhere in that, I can't speak about sports, but yes, even in sports, there used to be, even in sports, and for us, I speak for my field. there was a creative process. There was a, यार एक film बनाते हैं, you know, fair enough, there was a business attached to it, but now it's a number game. It's like a proposal. It's like a presentation. के इसका कितना होगा, ये actor कितना है, इसका, you know. So I think there's become a bit too much of that, and how it's evolved, and you know what is being the marketing element, and this. So yeah, it's evolved. Technically, obviously, it's evolved much. We are comparing ourselves to international cinema. Obviously, we can't match the numbers because the budgets are very different.
Yeah.
But like in a small nutshell, I think we've evolved as much as the world has evolved. So it's not that there's a race that we have gone ahead of the world or the world is following us. It's like as the world evolves, cinema evolves, and especially Indian cinema. So Indian cinema also to some extent. See, the world, दुनिया सिमट गई है, you know, because of this, you know, it's like, and everybody knows एक ज़माने में एक कोई म्यूजिक आया है और किसी को पता नहीं और आपने उसे कॉपी कर लिया और किसी को नहीं पता, बट आज नहीं कर सकते आप because it's there, right there, you know, and no, forget the copyright, it's there, everybody knows कि ये यहाँ से लिया, ये यहाँ से लिया, and if nobody knows, somebody will bring it to your notice. देखो, especially in, you know, on the social media, kind of डाल देते हैं, अब कितने लोग हैं copycat ये वो वगैरह. So whether you take a theme of a film or anything in art, in a way, I'm glad this has happened because it safeguards to some extent the original artists.
Yeah.
You know, so I think it's good that, you know, the social media and the internet's come in and there's a much more of an awareness if anybody is imitating, because it is for the artist that यार मैंने एक चीज बनाई, क्रिएट किया, मेहनत की, उस पर इतना काम किया और सडनली किसी ने लेके अपना कुछ स्पिन कर दिया उस पर, तो एटलीस्ट क्रेडिट तो दो, यू नो, कैश नहीं तो क्रेडिट ही सही. So yeah, so coming back to the question, the evolution of Bollywood, आपने काफी कुछ बोल दिया है, so you can take it from that, whatever.
Yeah. And which world did you enjoy more? You know, when you were, say, on the sets of a film, or if you were on the Boogie Woogie sets, for example, to now, right? When there is, of course, it's more structured. कि ऐसे ये होता है, वैसे वो करना है. Somewhere in that structure, क्या वो मजा चला गया है?
Okay, so let's say if you look at chronologically, started with film. Then पहले advertising किया. So when I came in college में था तो a lot of advertising, Maggie hot and sweet tomato chili sauce, it's different. वो सब था, which I also kind of, I used to write the dialogues.
Really?
Yeah.
So you वो ready-made script नहीं थी?
No, they had. See, this was very organic. So this particular campaign, Prahlad Kakkad made, and I think it was HTA, or I don't know which agency it was, but Prahlad Kakkad was a friend and he became a friend through advertising, and so when he got this on, उसकी एक story है. So originally it was Shah versus Shah. So they wanted Nasiruddin Shah and Satish Shah. And Prahlad, because he became a friend, he said, I'm shooting a test shoot, you come. And I said, यार, and I had just started film, so I was about to start something like that. I said, यार तू यार मतलब ले रहा है उनको, मेरे को टेस्ट के लिए बुला रहा है, मतलब what is, but मैंने कर दिया उसके लिए. And finally, for some reason, it didn't work out, and then it came down to me and Pankaj Kapoor. So they had this line, it's different, hot and sweet tomato chili sauce. And then Prahlad used to jam with me a lot, so the humor and all. Prahlad is one crazy mad genius. So he said, he just, every second word is an abuse. Hey, put this, do this. So I used to put these things like, so the whole Hinglish and the rhyming kind of, it was, if you look at it as a trend, which started kind of from there. So it was like, boss has gone for a toss, no loss. घर में हो टीवी तो किसी चाहिए बीवी. Channel 1 London, Channel 2 Ravina Tandon. So stuff like that, you know. And Pankaj is drunk and he's singing, and it's called Sham-e Ghazal, Guzzle, you know. And you go, oh, and I go, Pankaj, udas. क्या हुआ? So, playing on that. And then one day, so it was all about one day at a hospital, one day at a tennis match, one day at the swimming pool. So, उधर one day in the hospital, मैंने लिखा है, I see you. इधर लिखा है, the camera pans. Do you see me? I see you. Do you see? So, ये, all these crazy things we did in that. And I think it was one of the best campaigns across the board, if you look at it. For 25 years we did that. I was associated with Maggie Hot and Sweet Tomato Chili Sauce for about 25 years. Then पंकज भाई चले गए, उसके बाद मनोज पावा आए, उसके साथ एक हमने सेशन किया, सीरीज किया, फिर एक बच्चा आया. Then last I think नवाजुद्दीन वो थे, और हमने 2-3 फिल्में की थी. वो प्रहलाद नहीं थे, उसमें कोई और थे. So that was my association with the advertising world. And then उसके बाद में एक सीरीज मैंने किया था, वो which was taken from the British comedy Mind Your Language. उसका इंडियन वर्जन बनाया था. इंग्लिश सीखने, हिंदी सीखने का क्लासरूम है, और it was huge. दूरदर्शन पे था काम.
अच्छा.
So जबान संभाल के. So जबान संभाल के मैं एक एपिसोड, I was a guest. And उसके बाद I didn't do much, and then movies happened. So Ghai Saab की फिल्म आई, and then it moved on. So like we are saying, the journey has been from advertising, which I continued, अभी भी करता हूँ कभी-कभी, and advertising, bit of television, then came into movies. वहाँ से shift immediately. 96 was Boogie Woogie. 10 years after my movie thing. So then Boogie Woogie came. It was before Boogie Woogie was 94, television channel V.
Yeah,
where I did 2 shows. One was called Videocon Flashback, and one was Timex Time Pass. 2 very different shows. And Timex Time Pass was the first time actually in this, and even in music television, where it was very anglicized, Americanized. Yo, bro, Sneal, Sherry. So we put together this show called Videocon Flashback about retro films. So the concept was theirs, but the whole look feel of how. So I had just come back from Hajj. So I had shaved. So मैंने वो साफा बांध लिया, and I had 2 earrings, and sometimes I wore a shalwar and wore a jacket, and then it was like everybody thinking go yo. मैं बोला yo मतलब तो हम वो ही करते हैं, yo को उल्टा कर दो, and the language became and the whole concept, because at some point they were like writing, and Dharam did this, and OP like OP Nayyar. I said यार नहीं बोलते हैं, हम नैयर साहब बोलते हैं, धरम जी बोलते हैं, because in that zone वो जी सर वो नहीं है, it's very cool, casual. मैंने कहा यहाँ नहीं चलेगा इंडिया में, you can't call OP, you can't say धरम, it's धरम जी. So that, keeping that respect, and that really worked across the board because it was funny. See, the point is you're having fun with somebody, not making fun of somebody. There's a difference. And it's a very thin line. And somehow I know that. It's inbuilt. कि यार ये क्रॉस नहीं करना है. मैं रिस्पेक्ट दे रहा हूँ, मस्ती कर रहा हूँ, बट मैं उड़ा नहीं रहा हूँ. इतने फोन, I did a special on Dharamji. Dharamji called, he's my father's friend. They kind of came up together. I mean, my father was a senior. And so sweet, itna अच्छा किया, I loved it. So then Mahmood Saab called, Shami Kapoor Saab called, Jaya ji said, "Hey, Amit ji watches this, he's really fond of it." So it was so appreciated. For me as an actor, it was like, wow, for me, और क्या चाहिए? There's humor, you're having fun, but nothing below the belt.
Nothing to kind of hurt somebody's feelings.
हाँ, मतलब देखो यार, वो आपके demeanor में आता है. कि if I go, धरम जी ने ऐसा किया, and if I go, धरम जी ने ऐसा किया, is a little thing. कि I'm making fun of you, or am I having fun with you? I'm giving you the respect. So I think that was important. That show did that. It gave respect, and it got a lot of love and respect from the industry. And so Channel V, again, it was the whole music, TV stuff happening, and उसमें से ये एक show I think came up, and then of course there was the other shows, India's Top 10 वगैरह सब आए. BPL OA था, and so वो एक journey. Then Boogie Woogie came again, which was again a very organic show. There was no reference, so Boogie Woogie was not like इस show की copy. There was no reference show in the world. There was one show called Dance Fever, which was एक disco में 2-3 couples आते हैं और वो dance करते हैं और फिर एक couple को select कर लेते हैं. सो ये जो बूगी वूगी का फॉर्मेट था कि फैमिली, मम्मी डैडी, बच्चे, काका चाची, ये दो लोग मस्ती कर रहे हैं, उनके खाना खा रहे हैं, कहाँ घुस रहे हैं, आई एम सिटिंग ऑन अ जज. सो दैट फॉर्मेट वाज नॉट देयर, एंड इट वाज अ वेरी ऑर्गेनिक फॉर्मेट, एंड इट जस्ट
It
पीपल
blew
सेड
up.
ये डांस शो नहीं चलेगा. I must give credit to a man called Sudesh Iyer. He was heading, a friend of mine. He came as an assistant to Dev Saab, and then he was into advertising. He did ad film, and then he put together this Sony television, what they have. It was called Ace TV. So Sudesh Iyer got a few of his friends together, and he put together this thing called, and he pitched it, and Sony took a stake in it, whatever. So when he told Navid and Ravi, because Navid also, for him, it was like, so I was under my father's shadow. And then I had to get out of my father's shadow. फिर नावेद के अंडर माई शैडो, तो उसको भी लगा यार मुझे कुछ अपना आइडेंटिटी बनानी है, अपनी आइडेंटिटी. तो रवि बचपन का दोस्त था नावेद का, तो उन्होंने बोला हम प्रोडक्शन करते हैं. ओके, बोला हम लोग ये डांस से शो बनाते हैं, क्योंकि हम साथ में डांस करते हैं. नावेद एंड मी इन कॉलेज आई यूज्ड टू कोरियोग्राफ, एंड देन नावेद केम ऑन, एंड देन यू नो ही आल्सो यूज्ड टू बी हेल्पिंग इन द कोरियोग्राफी. फिर मैं जब फिल्मों में आया तो आई यूज्ड टू ऑलवेज कीप नावेद समवेयर, बिकॉज क्या है कि जो फिल्म के कोरियोग्राफर थे, सरोज जी थी या पीएल राज साहब थे, और यू नो जो भी हमारे कोरियोग्राफर्स थे, विजय ऑस्कर साहब थे, उन्होंने मुझे देखा नहीं था कि मैं कर क्या सकता हूँ. तो उनके लिए जो मैं कर रहा था वो वेरी गुड, बट बिकॉज नावेद ने मुझे देखा हुआ था, तो ही न्यू द फिनिशिंग एंड कि मैं कितना कर सकता हूँ, उससे मेरी कैपेसिटी पता थी. सो मैं आई यूज्ड टू कीप नावेद एट द बैक. तो फॉर एग्जाम्पल मैं कर रहा हूँ, तो मैंने टेक किया, एंड यू नो कोरियोग्राफर ने कहा कि फैंटास्टिक, तो नावेद पीछे से बोलता था, एंड आई डोंट वांट टू ऑफेंड द कोरियोग्राफर, तो पीछे से वो बोलता है ऐसे. सो आई यूज्ड टू से मास्टर जी एक और करते हैं, अरे नहीं फर्स्ट क्लास था, एक और. देन आई यूज्ड टू डू इट अगेन. सो देन ही यूज्ड टू से हाँ, because he knew the finishing part of it, which was for them it was okay because they had not seen this kind of. So now it helped me a lot in the initial part. Then Boogie Woogie bola कि I need to come out from behind and be in the front. So you know fine. तो उसमें जब शो बनाया फर्स्ट एपिसोड और they went to show it, तो सुदेश थे नहीं, तो उन्होंने जो भी क्रिएटिव लोग होते हैं, नए नए चैनल्स नए नए बने थे, तो कुर्सी पे आके लोग बैठ जाते हैं. ओह दिस इज रियली डाउन मार्केट, यू नो आई डोंट थिंक इट लुक्स थोड़ा. तो ये दो बेचारे बड़े मायूस होके दे वर मूविंग आउट, एंड व्हाइल दे वर गोइंग आउट सुदेश वाज कमिंग इन. सो ही सेइंग हाँ क्या हो गया. सो ही सेइंग वो लोग बोल रहे हैं अच्छा दिखा लेट मी सी. सो ही वेंट इन एंड ही पुट इट ऑन. नॉट 5 minutes says सुपर हिट, लेट्स डू इट. अब ये होता है कि यू हैव टू हैव अ विजन. यू नो दीस गाइज इज नॉट, and I don't mean, but a lot of people who come here, you have to have a background of understanding media, of understanding what works in entertainment in this country. It's not on paper. You have to be, you have to have experimented. You have to have, like for example, me. So I have done shows in West Bengal in the interior, like 8 hours drive from Kolkata, Malda, Dibrugarh, Asansol, these kind of places where they have these shows which go on from 7 in the evening till 5 in the morning. Now there's a reason for it. I said यार ये क्या है? So 15,000 लोग, 10,000 लोग बैठे, वो पंडाल लगे हुए, चाय पी रहे, ठंडी में लोग. एंड रीजन ये था कि शो शुरू हो जाता है सनसेट के बाद, लोग अपना जो खाना खा के जो भी करके आ जाते हैं. अब वो बिल्डअप होता है, एंड वो बिल्डअप होता है, आर्ट लोकल आएगा, लोकल परफॉर्मर्स आएंगे. एट अबाउट 10:30 द बॉलीवुड सो कॉल्ड पीपल स्टार्ट कमिंग, कोई सिंगर, यू नो द मीडियम आर्टिस्ट. देन बाय अबाउट 11-12 o'clock is like, suppose there's Meenakshi Shadri or Neelam or Asrani Saab or Shakti Kapoor or Mithunda was like huge. But yes, they used to Aditya Pancholi. So I used to go for these kind of shows. Now, we used to come at around 12 and then we go on till about 5. Reason being, कि public transport shuts at 10. So if you finish before 10, then it's fine. If you go beyond 10, then people are loitering around, crime happening, getting drunk, and you know, it's a nuisance. So the public transport starts at 5. So they say, okay boss, फिर 5 बजे तक लेके जाओ. Because then it becomes a nuisance. So this was the whole concept of these shows in these territories. And then So it was very funny. And I remember once I went for Usha Khanna ji. She had a night, Usha Khanna night somewhere in Malda. And stage is in Maidan somewhere. अब ड्रेसिंग रूम इज नॉट अब वो वैन भी नहीं है उसमें, तो पीछे बिल्डिंग में किसी के घर में विच इज वन बेडरूम किचन, छोटा सा लाइक अ खोली, और उसमें मी एंड माय टू डांसर्स एंड वन गर्ल डांसर. सो आई यूज्ड टू ऑलवेज बी. अच्छा वही अलग था जो शुरू में हुआ, तो लोग बोलते थे सर आप शो के लिए आए. हमारे ठीक है, मेरे साथ ये मिनिमम 3 डांसर है, 1 गर्ल एंड 2 बॉयज, और 3 of us and 3 girls. So I think या तो 2, 2, 4, 2, 6 होंगे, मेरे साथ 5 होंगे या 3 होंगे. पर सर आप तो डांसर हैं, आपको क्या ज़रूरत है डांसर की? मैंने बोला उसकी तो ज़रूरत है डांसर की, बिकॉज उनके लिए पहले क्या था कि मिथुन दा या जीतू साहब who were known to be dancers, they used to come and do that jig and all. So I was the most structured guy. तो मैंने कहा नहीं यार, I need dancers. So I think in a way I was one of the first ones to take these dancers, and this whole thing of actors going with dancers happened. Before that there was no concept of actors going with dancers. Or dancer was to be one girl used to come and do a dance and go away, or one girl and a boy, but not like a star with dancers. So I used to take them. So अब वो हम बैठे, I think there was this girl Anaida who became Anaida later. Her name was Aida, and she became a singer, Anaida, and she started. She was with me, and Geeta Kapoor used to be with me, and Anjali Jathar. So they were all dancing with me as dancers before they became stars. So there was Longinus Fernandez who choreographed Jai Ho and that song from Slumdog Millionaire. So he used to be there. Then 1, 2, 3. So we are sitting there like this, and there are like 15 people दरवाजे पे खड़े हैं. जावेदा एक तो फोटो एक तो. अब हम बैठे हैं रात को, हम तो रेडी होके बैठे 9 बजे से. अब हम बैठे हुए सर चाय सर कॉफी, एंड दे ऑल सिटिंग एंड लुकिंग एट यू. 15 हमने खोली समबडीज हाउस है, वो बच्चे अब उधर रो रहे हैं, हम बैठे में. अच्छा ठीक है यार, अब क्या करें. अच्छा कभी कभी पीछे पंडाल के पीछे नहीं है, मतलब ग्रीन रूम टाइप्स इस वक्त नहीं था. हम बैठे उसके घर में, सडनली वी आर लाइक बैठे 12 o'clock. दादा जाओ आइटम, दादा एंट्री, दादा एंट्री, चलो रेडी ओके. गया आइटम किया 5, 7, 8 minutes whatever. हम आ गए. फिर कपड़े चेंज करने, तो उनका छोटा बाथरूम में लड़की जाके हम चेंज करके कॉस्ट्यूम चेंज करके बैठ गए. अब बैठे 1 बज गए, 2 बज गए, हम लोग सो रहे हैं, 3, 4 बज गए. यूँ 4. अब सोचो यार, अभी 12, 12:30 के बाद आप बैठे 4. अब ये सडनली 4:45. दादा फाइनल आइटम, लास्ट आपका आइटम दादा दादा. अब वो नींद में से उठ के, तो आई बीन थ्रू दैट, एंड वहाँ से शो खत्म किया, एंड वहाँ से सीधा कार ड्राइव बैक टू द एयरपोर्ट, बिकॉज फिर शूटिंग थी. सो वी बीन थ्रू. सो व्हाट आई एम कमिंग टू इज अंडरस्टैंडिंग ऑडियंस. सो वहाँ पे मिमिक्री भी करता था मैं, डांस भी करता था. वहाँ जो जोक चलता है और बॉम्बे में जो जोक चलता है और फिर दुबई में और न्यूयॉर्क में जो, आई हैव सीन दैट. So I know which is falling flat here. This works with this audience, this doesn't work. So I'm coming with an experience. So when I go into a boogie woogie and I crack a joke, I know who I'm cracking it for. Who will it work with? Some go across the board. This joke will work everywhere.
Yeah.
This joke will work only for this segment. So you have to have that kind of an understanding.
Yeah.
So when people come and sit on these chairs, and heading, what they have to understand this.
Let's talk about your upcoming film. And so much, you're in a comedy role again, which I think people love you in. There's something about you in comedy, jahan pe it just sticks. So talk to me about your upcoming project.
So the immediately coming up, I don't know when this will be broadcast, but the one coming up is called Oops Ab Kya.
What a funny, what an interesting name.
Yeah, it's quite an interesting name. And initially लगता ही क्या है यार, but that's the whole point. So very interesting concept. Theme बड़ा unusual है कि a virgin girl is pregnant and she is not slept with anybody, and the shock it creates for her family initially, for her grandmother, who basically was the one who so-called indirectly put her in a mental chastity belt where you cannot have sex before marriage, and you only give your virginity to your husband and have a child, and That's it. And so she's been brought up, and she's about 25, and she has a boyfriend she loves, and she wants to get married to him, but she can't cross that line. And the boyfriend is also frustrated to some extent, and at some point she just, due to some uh, like what you call snafu with the gynac, and she gets impregnated, and now she has to bear the brunt, and she decides to keep the child for reasons which are emotionally valid, and because the guy whose sperm it is, and there's a story behind, and so it's very well, and I'm the father. जिसे पता नहीं कि suddenly now out of the blue कि मेरी एक 25 साल की ready-made बेटी है. And now I don't know how to deal with it because I'm a kind of a fading TV superstar. So was a huge star, and then now he's got one series which has been on for like 20 years. So his fan following is now the aunties, who all love him, and so he's in that zone. And so the girl's mother was a choreographer where she met me, and we married, and within 1-2 years we had to break off for whatever reason. And now she didn't tell me that she was pregnant, so I was not aware. Now suddenly after so many years but the story is continuing because the girl is connected. So there's her family, her mother, her grandmother. Then there is where she works, the man whose sperm it is, whose child it is, his wife, her boyfriend who's a police man, her father who's... So it's around her. I just felt it's a very interesting zone. And
it's an interesting premise.
Yeah, exactly. So and my character is not funny, but it's fun.
But I think you have the ability to make a situation funny in a very nuanced way, right? Even if it's serious, for example.
See, so the last 2 series which I did, which really kind of, and if you look at the comments of people are writing, because for me the last they connected was with Manav from Dhamal.
Of course, big,
that became a cult figure.
Yeah.
So now when you did Taza Khabar and you did Mohre, which is the other end of the spectrum, the hard, serious, bad guys.
Yeah.
And they really worked. And people, so that's the point. People, if you do your job well, they will accept it.
No matter which.
If you do your job well.
Yeah.
If you're not convincing, then, if you can't get them in the first 2 minutes of them believing in your character and saying, okay, he was funny. So when you start off with like, okay, now let's see what he's going to do. And then it's like, oh, man. Bloody this guy's a bad guy. So that's what you want.
Yeah.
And if you're successful at that, as an actor, you succeed. So these 2 really work. Now this one is a more lighter role, a little more emotional because he's playing a father to, a grown-up girl. So yeah. So I think it's a very interesting zone, and for me as an actor, it's very interesting that in the past 6 months or 5 months, I will have 4 web series, and all 4 are different because Taza Khabar, Mohre, and then came Magic of Shiri, which is again I'm playing a 60-year-old defunct magician who's kind of physically impaired and it's gone very cynical, and now he sees a ray of hope in this young lady who's a middle-aged lady who has 2 children, and he mentors her and he sees that maybe she can do what I couldn't. And there's this whole emotional bond between. So that was another nice story. So another very different character. Now this one is a different character. So it's great for an actor to get this kind of a variety. नहीं तो क्या वो similar roles होते रहते हैं, So I think I'm very lucky that I'm blessed that that I've got a chance to play different characters, from exactly to Singhis King Mika, and so because I didn't do too much work, and whatever little bit I did, somewhere has remained. Whether I did Boogie Woogie or I did Takeshi's Castle, where people
remember this.
I meet people who say, "Sir, आप हमारे बचपन का एक बहुत अहम हिस्सा हो. We've grown up with you." Then there was Mumbai, the song, which worked and still being played somewhere. And then there were these films. So I'm very blessed that people have liked my work, and I've been lucky to get this kind of work.
How did life change, after Dhamal or Salaam Namaste? Did life change?
No, see, so I came in the movies 85.
Yeah.
Life changed then because suddenly it was this new dancer boy who's
Coming in
pretty
films.
smart dude looking guy, wears these very cool clothes which were not the fashion in the films then. I broke the fashion code. I was wearing the kind of clothes which were very the hip hop yo in 85. So that kind of obviously for me was the shift. Then came Channel V, where the youth, which are the more music, actually, whichever the younger, the teenagers are coming up and just post the teenagers, they came in with you. Then Boogie Woogie reached across India and the families, and even from.
I grew up watching it.
Are you? Yeah.
I wanted to apply also.
Yeah. Well, सब आए थे यार. There was quite a few actors who came in also. So yeah, it's been quite an emotional journey on that. Then Takeshi's got another kind of viewership where adults started watching the show. It was supposed to be a children's show, but then there was an adult following of that show. So yeah, that worked.
How did exactly, I don't know how you say it. How did that come? Was it spontaneous? Was it organic?
No. So I was approached by the director, Siddharth. And Siddharth called me and said, very respectfully, and he said, that he really appreciated my work and he would like, saying it's a cameo, but it's a very interesting cameo. And then I was not interested in cameos, So I said, yeah, don't. So, sir, can you just come and meet us at the office that Adi wants to meet, Aditya Chopra. So I went, and Adi and Siddharth were there. And very, Adi was very humble. I've done 3 films with them. And so he said, look, we are not looking at a comedian. We're looking at, give me an XYZ name, saying maybe it could be this also. We just want a certain personality and somebody who can bring something to this character. I love the way they pitched it and the way it was put together. And Abbas Tayarwala wrote the script. And it was really funny. And he had this word exactly. It was him trying to be Australian. So then I tried, and of course the background was that he's from Bihar and whatever happened to him. And so when I took that into mind, so I was shooting somewhere else and I came straight to Australia. I was in America and I came in. So I didn't get much time to work. So they did my costume trial, So I picked up a pair of boots. I had a hat from America. I picked it up. And then they had made some trousers. But when I came there, I said we'll break up the English, instead of the regular, the where, the goes, I don't, the likes. वो जो किया उससे play करके, that really worked with Siddharth, and he said, okay, it was organic, and the walking demeanor. So I mixed 2-3 things. I took caricatured a bit of Feroz Khan Saab, and then took somebody else, and I just did bad English with Feroz Khan Saab. And of course, when you caricature, you push it up a bit. So the whole, main nahi janta. So it was picked up from Khan Saab and then made into a certain caricature. And then there was one scene where he's coming down the steps when he says, "Goods the mornings." And, so that scene, because Abbas unfortunately wasn't there at the shoot. So we had, whatever improv was happening was, I should say, and the director should say, okay, let's keep it within the frame and we'll do this. So, and then, so this whole thing about, it just grew, okay. And she says, good mornings. And I says, the likes. Sahi Angrezi seekh rahi ho. When in the Rome, do the Romans. Now, stuff like that. That was improv. So it just came. And then I'm saying, you missed the bloody spots. He's cleaning the horse.
Yeah.
And then they say, sorry. He just takes off. He just, sorry. लातों के भूत बातों से नहीं मानते. Ghost of the kicks not listening to the talks. ये सब लगा के, then he goes, and then he goes, and she says something like, so the whole scene was a track from up down. It comes down, interacts with the girl, and then he walks up to Preeti, and he says, where's the Knicks? Yeah. And she says, no. I said, where's the husbands? And she says, husbands? I says, the Knicks. Oh, the Knicks. He's sleeping. I said, wife working, husband jerking. So, and then, so it was like, oh, can we say that? I said, yeah, we're not saying jerking off.
Yeah.
We're saying jerking. He's a jerk. So
you played on it.
Yeah, so Siddharth said, okay, cool, we'll go with it.
Yeah.
So thankfully it didn't have a problem.
Yeah.
And then, there was a line where there was just a small space left. And So that's like the camera. And Preeti is talking to me and she turns away. And the moment is hers because she's like, because I said husband. And she's thinking, husband,
Who's the-
not a
yeah.
bad idea actually, husband, because she wants to get
Yeah,
married.
married.
So, and I say, and she turns around, husband, and she said, have a good day. And she's walking, and I'm in the background. And she says, have a good day. And I say, मैं good day उसे नहीं खेलता. So it just went with the character. And it was such a crazy
Yeah.
line.
Yeah.
And Siddharth, with full credit to him, he gave a lot of space.
Yeah.
You know,
To just
and-
be.
Yeah, he just, the improv space, he gave that space. And for me, it was because the whole crew was an Australian crew. And for me, it was when they say, no, it's a wrap for Javed. So
Yeah.
whenever you finish your role in the movies, ये आजकल हो गया है, पहले नहीं था, कि आपका सीन खत्म हो गया, जैसे okay, it's the wrap for Danda. So I was called Crocodile Danda.
Yeah.
It's the wrap for Mr. Danda. And I got like the Australian crew gave me a 1 minute like applause
Wow.
because probably I was the only person they connected because they could understand a bit of my lines.
Yeah.
Because the rest was Hindi.
Hindi, yeah.
So and there was this one scene, and I love Saif, man, you know, because I've done 2 movies with him. Yeah, I did Tararampam and I did
That's
Asara. And Saif was, you see, what was beautiful in that, this character would never have worked so good if Saif didn't play it down. Because if Saif as a star would have said, yeah, I'm a star, so I'll give my wisecracks on him. He's taking off on me, so I should, you know. But he didn't. He played down. He was like getting scared and, you know. So all that worked for this character.
Yeah.
And I really appreciate that because he played his part and he played for the scene.
Yeah.
And the scene works if this character who's totally, you know, over the top, if he works. Even Shah Rukh, I did this film with him called Oh Darling Ye Hai India. And, you know, and I don't want to name some actors, but some actors are like, my star, you know. But Shah Rukh is, no, let's go with the character. This works. If he slaps me. So it's very typical. If you look at Shah Rukh from his earlier movies, Shah Rukh को अगर वो villain या कोई punch मारेगा, वो 2 गुलाटे मार के गिरेगा.
Yeah.
Because in the end when he beats up that guy, there's much more of an impact. कि यार ये इतना पावरफुल था, इसने हीरो को मारा, हीरो 2 गुलाटे मार के गिरा. अब हीरो उसको मार रहा है. So the audience is that works, you know, and Shah Rukh is really understands this, you know, okay, but some heroes will say, तुम्हारा तो I'll be like this, ठीक है, you know. तो वो, I think he understood it much earlier, and I've said this somewhere else. So, he understands what it is to be a star actor. Actor है, now how to be a star?
Yeah.
So he understood that, as he's worked hard towards that. And yeah, so with Saif, and this really worked, and you know, this whole character just worked. And Abbas, obviously, they had Abbas Darwala, he had imagined with Sid that this character who, you know, has got this
Yeah.
Australian girl and he thinks he's an Australian. So it just worked as a character.
did.
And
Yeah.
So
Also, when this was starting out, right? Comedy as an industry इतनी बड़ी नहीं थी. अभी हो चुकी है. Like when, I mean, it was in films, yes, but like, you know, just the stand-up comedy world now has really boomed and exploded. But what you said, right? Like people do get offended. Yeah, people find certain jokes below the belt, for example. How do you think comedy has evolved? Like, for example, you've also worked with Bhuvan Bham, who has his YouTube channel, Sketches, something that he does really, really well. How do you think that the comedy world has moved? Do you think people are less intolerant? Yeah, people are just pushing the envelope and making it below the belt.
see, the point is, okay, मैं एक एग्जांपल देता हूँ, और ये मैंने एक जगह और बोला है, बट वो तो न्यूज़ चैनल समवेयर. यही पॉइंट है. मेरी इंडस्ट्री से ताल्लुक है. अमर अकबर एंथनी एक फिल्म थी. मेरे हिसाब से मनमोहन देसाई साहब वाज द ग्रेटेस्ट प्रोमोटर ऑफ नेशनल इंटीग्रेशन अक्रॉस द बोर्ड. उन्होंने हर फिल्म में ये कोशिश की कि आई इंटीग्रेट पीपल, कास्ट, रिलीजन्स, यू नो, एवरीथिंग. And fair enough, he did it because he pitched to the lowest common denominator. He was not looking artsy, लेकिन सबको समझ में आना चाहिए. It's not a very educated audience. I have to keep things simple. And वो जो अमर अकबर एंथनी एक फिल्म थी, कि एक फिल्म है और एक औरत है जिसका नाम है भारती, एक हस्बैंड है जिसका नाम है किशन लाल. नाउ बोलने के लिए नाम है, बट द रीजन व्हाई दीज नेम्स आर केप्ट. सो भारती के 3 बच्चे हैं. ओके, अब वो बच्चे पैदा हुए, भारती को है टीबी, और भारती को टीबी है और मरने वाली है. किशन लाल के पास नौकरी नहीं है, पैसे नहीं है. अब वो बोले क्या करेंगे, बच्चे कैसे पालेंगे, एंड दे गो डेस्परेट. कहा ठीक है, बच्चों को भगवान के हाथ पे छोड़ देते हैं. एंड वो 3 जगहों पे जाके बच्चों को छोड़ दिया, वाला जिसने दिया है वो संभालेगा, व्हाटएवर. एंड सडनली जो भारती है उस माँ की ममता जागती है, फिर वो बाप की बापता जागती है, एंड दे गो लुकिंग फॉर द किड्स, के वापस ले आओ. बच्चे चले गए, ले लिया जिन्होंने लेना था. अब भारती इज गोइंग डेस्परेट एंड टीबी से मर रही, शी वाज गोइंग टू डाई. ओके, एंड दिस पॉइंट वाज ब्रॉट टू मी बाय वन ऑफ द राइटर्स कॉल्ड प्रयागराज साहब, हु वाज माय फादर्स डियर फ्रेंड एंड आल्सो बिकेम माय फ्रेंड इन अ वे. सो ही सेड टीबी से वो औरत मर रही है, और वो अब बारिश तूफान जाके ढूंढ रही है अपने बच्चों को, और एक बिजली कड़कती है और एक झाड़ की टहनी को लगती है, और झाड़ की टहनी सर पे गिरती है और भारती अंधी हो जाती है, और टीबी गायब. So this is a new treatment. You have a little big trunk of tree falling on your head and your TB goes. So this is what Prayag ji told me. Saying, but nobody thought about these things. It was just, it's not important. हाँ. Let's go ahead. अब वो बच्चे बड़े हुए, एक अमर बना, एक अकबर बना, एक एंथनी बना. अमर अकबर एंथनी बने, और फिर एक पॉइंट पे आके जो भी फाइट हुई है, उनको पता नहीं, हाँ ये माँ का खून. अब वो हॉस्पिटल का सीक्वेंस, एंड दिस अगेन ऋषि कपूर साहब टोल्ड मी. ही सेइंग व्हेन वी वर शूटिंग दिस सीक्वेंस, कि वो तीनों भाई यहाँ से, आई डोंट नो इफ यू सीन द फिल्म, वो एक औरत है, दे डोंट नो हर, ये 3 आदमी वहां पे हॉस्पिटल में कोइंसिडेंटली आ गए, और वो औरत को खून की जरूरत है, और ये तीनों का खून सेम है, और वो बोलते ठीक है मेरा खून ले लो. और वो खून यहाँ से लेके, और तीनों पलंग पे लेटे लड़के, और ऐसे 3 ट्यूब जा रहे हैं एक उसके अंदर कंटेनर में, और वहां से खून भारती हो जा रहा है. सो ऋषि कपूर साहब से, अरे मंजी, मनमोहन देसाई साहब, मंजी, he said, Manji, this is all, you can't do this, it doesn't go like this. ये तो चुप कर, तू देखना. सिनेमा में पब्लिक ताली मारेगी इसके ऊपर. एंड ऋषि साहब टोल्ड मी, saying, मैंने जब सिनेमा में देखी एंड पब्लिक क्लैप्ड ऑन दिस सीन. ओके, दे डोंट केयर साइंटिफिकली राइट और द इमोशन ऑफ इट. नाउ द कॉन्सेप्ट कि भारती इज डाइंग, और अमर अकबर एंथनी का खून भारती में गया, तो भारती कम्स टू लाइफ. नाउ द सिंबॉलिज्म ऑफ इट, हु वांट्स टू अंडरस्टैंड द सबटेक्स्ट अंडरस्टैंड. नहीं तो ऊपर से यार एक माँ और 3 बेटे,
करेक्ट,
बट देयर इज अ नेम कॉल्ड भारती, देयर इज अमर अकबर एंथनी गिविंग देयर ब्लड टू भारती, एंड सो दे वेंट थ्रू दिस प्रोसेस. एंड इन द एंड, at some point when Vinod Khanna was the elder brother, वो ऐसा खोद रहे हैं, और कुछ याद आता है बचपन का, कि बचपन में एक पिस्टल दी थी बाप ने, टॉय पिस्टल, और कहीं बेरी की थी. तो he comes to this and he's bearing and he finds this old pistol and he's trying to think कि ये मुझे याद आ रहा है. And suddenly प्राण साहब, who's the father, who's किशन लाल, comes, बाप की दी हुई पिस्तौल याद है, पिस्तौल देने वाला बाप याद नहीं. And then everybody comes, अरे पप्पा, and then अमर अकबर एंथनी, and they all like, oh wow, now they all know हमारे पप्पा is किशन लाल, okay, and मम्मा is भारती. अब वो विलन से फाइट किया, सबके एंड में अमर की शादी मंदिर में हुई, अकबर की शादी मस्जिद में हुई, एंथनी की शादी चर्च में हुई, एंड दे लिव्ड हैप्पीली एवर आफ्टर, वो सिंगिंग इन द सनसेट. दे नो देयर father is Kishan Lal and Bharti, but he's getting married. Nobody asked a question. You can't make that today. So when you ask me that concept of tolerance, it is not about the people. It is how politics plays these games. People didn't think of these things. People loved it. That movie was one of the biggest hits
of all time.
People didn't think of these things.
Yeah.
But today they are being forced to think of these things. You know, there's a certain play happening in the socio-political circle, which is not healthy, which is, I don't agree with it. You know, you're getting too, you're making people, there are issues which are more important, man, you know, than, you know, just changing a name of something. Change the state of something. You know, naam में नहीं कुछ रखा है, काम में रखा है. काम is more important than naam. You know, so I think we have to kind of go. So that's why I think when you're saying that people have become a little much more sensitive about certain things. Yes, they have. But not all people. It's a certain segment who जो ज्यादा आवाज करते हैं वही दिखते हैं ना. अगर 10 लोग आवाज कर रहे हैं और 1000 लोग चुप बैठे हैं, लेकिन वो 10 लोग सुनाई देंगे. प्रॉब्लम वो है कि मीडिया भी उनको कवर कर रहा है. वो जो 1000 लोग हुआ फाइन विद इट, उनको कोई दे आर नॉट making,
because it's on news.
no, also for the media they think they want controversy. So that's how it works. So fine, we have to keep doing what we do and hope for the best and make films which unite people rather than dividing people. That's the job of a filmmaker. As my father had said, who was basically came under he lost his father when he was 7 or whatever, 8, and he came to Mumbai. He lost everything. There's a long story behind that. But anyway, his so-called father figures who he worked with were Gurudutt Saab, Bimal Roy Saab, K. Asif Saab, Mehboob Khan Saab, V. Shantaram Saab. So these people, so he took a lot of the way he thought, his foundational of how films are approached and how to make films. And one line he told me, saying, "Beta, film की एक जिम्मेदारी होती है कि अगर आग लगी हो तो आग बुझाने का काम करो, आग भड़काने का काम मत करो. This is a responsibility of film. Unless it is for the better. Like there's a revolution. For, like the Indian revolution, the whole movement, fair. There you read, or in any other country, where it supports the masses, not a segment of people who are using, politics for certain things. So, I think, yes, it is the responsibility of cinema to bring the truth, yes. नहीं बट ये तो सच है. But then give me the whole truth. No, don't give me
segmented truth. Yeah.
Tell me the whole truth. And there are lots of issues. Second is, मैं आपके बेटे के फ्यूनरल में आया हूँ, तो मैं ऑब्वियसली आपका स्टेट ऑफ माइंड क्या है, और मैं आपको बोलूँगा आपका बेटा तो यार बड़ा था. That's not the time to say it. You can say later कि he was a cheat, he cheated me of my money. फ्यूनरल पे आके नहीं बोलूँगा ना. You wait for the right moment. So similarly film, कि भाई अभी कुछ हो रहा है, आप बोलो सत्य, अच्छा सच है, ठीक है ना, थोड़ा बाद में बोल दो ना, अभी फिलहाल
it's aggravated.
Yes, why? Just wait, we'll say it. So it's being sensitive to these things, I just feel. Yeah.
So what do you think we should be focusing on? You said there are bigger issues.
I'm cinema. I have to focus on, I'm an actor. I can only do so. I'm not a producer or a director, but yes, I think, and overall, I think we should be looking at going ahead, man. Like, what's happening in China? I mean, like, nobody knew. China was one it was looked down upon.
Yeah.
What are the products?
It's a Chinese product.
Yeah. Today they are like leaders, man, whatever they're doing. I mean, so they are focusing on the output. कि बहुत मुझे काम से मतलब है. आप अपना काम, मुझे कोई मतलब नहीं आप कौन से कलर के हो, कौन से कास्ट के हो, कौन से रिलीजन के हो. आप अपना काम जानते हो. I want you.
Yeah.
I want people who will contribute to taking whatever you're doing in whatever field, whether it's medical, whether it's social, whether it's educational, whether it's art or sport. You will take people who are best in what they do.
Yeah.
I will not be biased कि आप कौन से caste के हो या religion के हो. Like in America, you're black or white. It doesn't matter. Michael Jackson did their whole song. It doesn't matter. If you're black or white. So उधर वो issue था black or white का. हमारे यहाँ कुछ अलग caste के issues हैं, religion के issues हैं. I think we should get out of that. I think we need to focus on our work, at the end of the day. Because religion, I think, is a very personal thing. वो मैं किस तरह से अपने क्रिएटर से कनेक्ट करता हूँ, आप कैसे करती हैं. आप एक अच्छे ह्यूमन हो, आप और मैं फिल्म पे बातें करते हैं, हमारे आर्ट फॉर्म को कैसे आगे ले जा सकते हैं. That's what we discuss. If we come down to discuss on religion, we'll discuss it. But again, it's like you saying I like white and I say I love pink, and उस पे आप फाइट थोड़ी करते हैं. या आप कॉफी पीते हैं और मैं चाय पीता हूँ, यार आप वीगन हैं, and the vegan guys are very, vociferous, like, vegan, this is like, आप killing cows and, but ठीक है बॉस, you remain vegan ना. मैं नहीं आपको बोल रहा हूँ, आपके लिए मैं आपका खाना दे दूंगा, आप नहीं खाते हो मैं आपको ये दे दूंगा. मेरे घर पे वेजिटेरियन आते थे, मैं उनके लिए अलग से बनाता था. मैंने वेजिटेरियन खाना है भैया, ये अलग बर्तन में बनाए, उसको कराए, तो आई यूज्ड टू से दैट. And I took care of that, but that's how our culture was. When I go some places, somebody says, "Arey, tu halal khata hai, leke I've got this." Fine. But that's what it is. It was always about respecting and accommodating each other. And I think that should reflect in everything, in our work, and that's how it should be.
Yeah.
Let's not. And India is so diverse. There's no country in the world which is so diverse. And its beauty was in this diversity and the existence and coexistence of this diversity in the midst of all this chaos. And somehow it still made sense.
Yeah.
That chaos,
There was method to the madness.
yes, and it just worked. It automatically, without some scientific somebody telling us, "Ye karo," nahi, people knew how to adapt. It just grew. Yeah. So I think, yeah, we need to keep that in mind somewhere. Yeah.
Yeah. How do you also see the industry progressing, right? Just say you've seen stars like Dharmender ji, Rishi Kapoor ji, you've seen so many of them around you, with you, in your films, around the set. Today, the concept of stardom is very, very different, right? Like there are paps, there's a lot of celebrity culture, there are teams that are very, very large, there are company and actor. The concept and the idea of a star is very, very different. So, what is your opinion on that?
I don't agree that these things make a star. Yes, you can have an initial push, visibility. Tell me one thing. Biggest of names, 70 million followers, 100 million followers. Does that translate into ticket sales in movies? It doesn't. Urvashi Rautela has some 70 million followers. Does a movie get the tickets translated 70 million people, 10 million people? 10 million people, कितना 1 करोड़ लोग हो गए? 1 करोड़ लोग अगर 150 रुपए के हिसाब से भी टिकट लेते हैं, कितने करोड़ हो गए? 100 करोड़. Tell somebody to take. It doesn't work. It doesn't work that way. फिल्म चलती है, देखो ये जो लोग हम लोग भी प्रमोशंस करते हैं कॉलेज में जाके ये कर रहे हैं, किसी यहाँ चले गए वहाँ, boss, that doesn't sell the film. The only thing which sells the film is the trailer. That's it.
Yeah.
If I watch a trailer, I say, I want to watch this film. I don't care if he's coming on some television show or some dance show. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I will watch that trailer. You have to push that trailer that it reaches the maximum people. Second, अभी तो ये आ गया है, फोन आ गया है. फिल्म में cinema tickets. See, watching on Netflix, no, it's different. Cinema tickets. जो आदमी सिनेमा में टिकट लेके आके बैठा है, अब मैंने उसे ट्रेलर दिखाया और वो अपने दोस्त के साथ आया, अरे यार ये फिल्म देखेंगे नेक्स्ट वीक. He takes that call while watching the trailer.
Yeah.
He will not look just at a poster to some extent, but oh, he's come on this show, he's come on that. No, man. He's come into the theater. So that means he is a person who comes to a cinema by paying and buying a ticket.
Yeah.
He has to be the one who has to be excited and say, I want to come and watch this movie. You have to get that person into the cinema, into the theater. And that's what the trailer does. Nothing else. Nothing else.
Very interesting perspective.
This is all crap. You have to push your trailer. Yes. See, maximum amount of people see it. Yes, that you do. But all this going somewhere, where? Give me Rajinikanth Saab, biggest star. Where he goes promoting? Where? No.
Yeah, doesn't need to.
The movies run. If they run, if there's a good film, will run. See, at the end of the day, they might come in for a star. Sometimes some stars don't even get that kind of opening. See, for example, a Salman Khan film can probably get a 10 crore opening or a 5 crore opening and can also get a 50 crore opening. It's what the people sense with the trailer. So all Salman Khan films are not getting a 50 crore opening. No? It's like, then it's the trailer. Because it's the same star. Unka wahi star hai, who's a huge star, they love him. But they're saying, yaar, ye isme itna maza nahi aa raha. Yaar, ye dekhi. So it's the star magic and then the film. Okay, yeah, looks like a fantastic film. So that's what gets people in. That's what I feel, I believe in, whatever my experience of these so many years is. At the end of the day, it is that film. And then, if your film does well, then it's your star value. Same with cricketers. You perform well, you win a match, you're playing well, then advertisers will come to you. You know, you get your whatever, today IPL or whatever your valuation is. But film ka jahan tak ताल्लुक hai, I'm very clear. It's the trailer, boss. These coming even abroad, if you look, they promote. They go to 2 or 3 of these shows, whatever, you know, जो भी बड़े नाम थे वहाँ पे, कौन है वहाँ पे, अमेरिकन शोज जो होते हैं, I don't watch them.
There's so many.
जो भी the
say
late
some
night,
shows.
जो not late night, the prime time
Jimmy Kimmel.
Jimmy Kimmel,
Yeah.
you know, जो भी उस टाइप के शो, they come on that. उसमें ट्रेलर दिखाते हैं अपनी फिल्म का, and then they talk.
Yeah.
But they will show the trailer because then the point is that the people get excited with the trailer, not just talking to you. So that is they come and they do 2 or 3 of these in there. हर जगह नहीं घूमते फिरते रहते, ये overdose हो गया.
It's everywhere. So right now also if you open Instagram, there are only 2 songs that are going on and there are a lot of memes that are being made, right? कि जब भी Instagram खोलो यही 2 गाने चल रहे हैं, because that's just what's being pushed any and everywhere. So is it an overkill?
I think so. I'm just saying, are all those Instagrammers who are watching it and the eyeballs of it, X amount of views,
translating into tickets?
Yes. The end objective is that it should translate to tickets.
Yeah.
It doesn't work that way.
Yeah.
You know? So it's just for your, होता ना, दिल बहलाने के लिए गालिब ये ख्याल बड़ा अच्छा है. हाँ भाई ठीक है यार, देखो इतने मिलियन व्यूज हो गए, ठीक है यार, वो आपके पर्सनल हिसाब किताब है कि इतने लोगों ने देखा. बट यू थिंक दे हैव अ लॉयल्टी? देयर इज नो लॉयल्टी कि नहीं इसकी फिल्म देखनी चाहिए ना. आपका शो अच्छा लगेगा, अगर मेरा इंटरव्यू लोग अच्छा लगा, लोगों को आपको इतने व्यू मिलेंगे. नहीं अच्छा लगा तो कम व्यू मिलेंगे. बट कुछ अच्छी लग गई चीजें तो बढ़ जाएंगी, बिकॉज आप वही हैं, लेकिन आपके हर गेस्ट का सेम व्यू नहीं होगा.
Yeah, no, not at all.
You know, and it's not necessary. जैसे अगर एक बड़े स्टार से आप बात कर रही हैं, जैसे आपने आई थिंक आमिर खान से भी की थी, तो you know, and it was a great interview. I enjoyed it, and he was very, I really liked it because he was real, and the moments were real, and he was not, you know, putting up or being. So it worked, and I think a lot of people connected with that.
Yeah.
So I think these things work.
Yeah.
You know, वो आप जहाँ बनावटी होके कुछ और बोलना चाहेंगे वो दिख जाता है पब्लिक को. I mean, you know, okay. So yeah, so my business perspective, yes, I think it is the film which works. Yes. Now, the other thing which can actually hamper the film is not getting the right release, which is not getting cinema, not getting the screens. Film अच्छी है, लोग देखना चाह रहे हैं. मेरी एक फिल्म से हुआ. There's a film called War छोड़ना यार, with Sharman Joshi, So Ali Khan, myself, you know, Faraz Haider, new director. Good film, very nice, very great message about the armies, border, Pakistan Army, Indian Army, and how they interact, and a lot of things were said. Very nice, satirical film. Film picked up first week, and second week we had to drop all the screens because Boss, which was a big film, they had blocked the screens. So it's not a sabotage. They had blocked it because they are releasing their film. So where does this film go? It has no screens. People want to see it, but there's nowhere to go to see it. Now these are issues where, especially if you have bigger films which block 4,000 screens and 5,000 screens. So what happens to the mid-sized films, which are good films, but which take time? This, what happens is sometimes about a week it's word of mouth, and people say, "Arey yaar, wo film dekhte hain," and the film picks up.
Yeah.
And it becomes, second week is a better business than the first because people are saying it's a good film.
Yeah.
Now that organic growth ke liye jagah nahi hai. There's no space because it's all blocked.
It's cluttered.
No, because there's so much being made,
Yeah,
and we
exactly.
don't have enough cinemas. The biggest problem in this country is we don't have enough screens. We have 100 and no, what 100? We have about 15,000 screens. 15,000 screens.
In India.
China has 150,000 screens.
Yeah.
We have the same population, approximately. So, why do you think the business has a problem? Why do you think American films run across? Because it's the amount of screens, not just in America. Because they run all over the world. So when you take those screens in account, then the collection becomes like that.
Yeah.
So India, we have X amount of screens. Then again, there's the South, there's the North, there's the East, there's the West, and all that is happening. So in the midst of all that, the screens have to be enough for people to, in the first week at least, get that business going. And that also is a problem because films clash,
Yeah.
you know, and you just get those the weekend or 1 week, and then only if it's doing really well will the exhibitors, you know, say that we'll hold the film.
Yeah.
But then if there's a pressure coming from big studios and production houses saying, boss, we want to block these for our film coming, the exhibitors also has...
Hands are tied.
Yeah, so it's a tight situation. It's a catch-22, you know. So like I said, A, your trailer. Second is getting the right amount of screens and the space for the film to grow. वो problem हो गया.
Do you think there are bullies in the industry?
Bullies in what way?
It's written about, right? Like just in popular culture that...
I don't read.
Oh, you don't read?
Because I don't read gossip. I'm
But
not
Bollywood has a very, like, it's a notorious name, right? Like that it's not for everyone. There's a lot of nepotism. There's a lot of...
What is nepotism?
Nepotism is considered...
Define it.
Okay, this is my definition. Where somebody gets an opportunity more conveniently because they have links to the industry, either through family, friends, relatives, and the others who may or may not be more talented just don't get the opportunity in itself.
Okay. Show me the biggest stars in Hollywood till now, in Bollywood.
In Bollywood? Okay.
Right from the biggest first, the huge star, Dilip Kumar. Nepotism.
Yeah.
Amitabh Bachchan. What nepotism? Shah Rukh Khan. What nepotism? Salman Khan was written off after his first film.
Yeah.
So there's no nepotism there. He made it on his own. Maine Pyar Kiya worked because he didn't cast him because he was Salim Khan Saab's son. You know, Suraj ji liked him. He said, okay, I want a new boy, and it worked. So there's no nepotism there. Ranveer Singh, no nepotism. Ranveer Kapoor, first film, he was flopped. So technically, a lot of people, they got Savarya. Then he did smaller films. Rocket Singh. So it were not big films. And they were not massy films. But he did those films. But he proved himself as a talent. So I'm just giving you the biggest of names. Akshay Kumar. Okay. Hrithik Roshan worked with his father for 2 films, 3 films. He edited, he saw how the process is. His father prepared him. He made him learn the ropes, acting, dancing, voice. And he came as a packaged product. He was introduced. Now this is one. I'm giving you the names, which are the big stars today. Ayushmann Khurrana, Rajkumar Rao. They're big stars. They're charging a lot of money today. Where nepotism? Show me, na. Baki sab aaye. जो चलता है. Now come back to the more important point. उस लड़के या लड़की को बैक कौन कर रहा है? पैसे कौन लगा रहा है? At the end of it, economics. वो प्रोड्यूसर पैसे लगा रहा है. प्रोड्यूसर पे मैंने बंदूक तो नहीं रखी है. वो तो बोलेगा बॉस मैं तो बिजनेस के लिए कर रहा हूँ. अगर मैं आप पे 10 लाख रुपए लगा रहा हूँ, आई एम टेकिंग अ गैम्बल. वो पैसा किसका है? पब्लिक का पैसा नहीं है ना. वो मेरा पैसा है. मैं गैम्बल कर रहा हूँ. आपका क्या प्रॉब्लम है? आप फिल्म देखो मत देखो. आपने बोली बकवास फिल्म है, फ्लॉप. मेरे पैसे गए. हु इज टेकिंग द रिस्क? सो व्हाट नेपोटिज्म? बोलना बड़ा आसान है. वो आदमी ने 10 करोड़ लगाया है या 20 करोड़ लगाया है, उसका रिस्क है ना. हु आर यू? आर यू पुटिंग वेयर द नेपोटिज्म कम्स इन पॉलिटिक्स? मैंने एक आदमी को 5 साल के लिए बिठा दिया, घुसा दिया. उसकी कैपेसिटी क्या? आई कांट आर्ग्यू फॉर 5 years बिकॉज इज देयर इन द सीट. या बट फिल्म तो आई कैन से फ्लॉप आउट इन द फर्स्ट 3 days. सो नेपोटिज्म इज देयर वेयर इट काउंट्स. देखो, और हर जगह बिजनेस में आप देखेंगे, एक आदमी ने अपना, अभी पहले होता ना कुमार एंड सन्स, कपूर एंड सन, दुकानें होती थी. एक आदमी ने फॉर्म किया, अपने बच्चों को लगा दिया उसी बिजनेस में. दे आर टेकिंग इट फॉरवर्ड. व्हाट्स रॉन्ग विद दैट? धीरूभाई अंबानी साहब ने एक बिजनेस बनाया. ही हैड अ विजन एंड उनके बच्चे नेक्स्ट स्टेज पे लेके चले गए. They took it to the next level, but it was the foundation with the father made. He said, why not? Let my... And he'll employ 50,000 people, no? What's wrong with that? उसमें nepotism क्या हो गया? He learned the ropes. If he couldn't handle it, he would have crashed.
Yeah.
But Mukesh Bhai took it to the next level. He understood the business. You know, he was a brilliant guy, so he took it to the next level. So, I mean, what nepotism? एक डॉक्टर अपने बच्चे को डॉक्टरी सिखाई, उसने क्लिनिक खोला है, बोला ठीक है बट you sit and work from here. If he's not a good doctor, nobody will come to him, no? I'm just saying, this whole nepotism business, at the end of it, nepotism क्या होता है? मैंने आपका राइट छीन लिया. आपका राइट क्या छीना? आप आ जाओ. There's a place for everybody. There's only X amount of movies being made. I can only take so many. Look at today what's happening on the OTT. कई लोग आ रहे हैं, स्टार बन रहे हैं, you know, आपकी लाइन में देख लीजिए, भुवन को देख लीजिए, भुवन YouTube से आया, you know, came from a very humble background, मेहनत की, टैलेंट था, and he came in web series, he came in front of the, you know, and now he may come into the movies, so he's worked his way there ना. But everybody, देखो, हर आदमी आके बोलेगा मैं शाहरुख खान बन जाऊँ, नहीं होता बॉस. आप कितनी भी मेहनत कर लो, आपकी किस्मत में एक्स अमाउंट लिखा हुआ है, ओके? आप कितने भी टैलेंटेड हो, सम पीपल, अरे मैं तो शाहरुख खान से ज़्यादा टैलेंटेड हूँ, आई एम बेटर लुकिंग. इट्स नॉट दैट. देयर वाज समथिंग अबाउट हिम, उसकी किस्मत में लिखा था, उसको मिला. You know, he worked hard. There are other people who say, we also work hard. But everybody does it, na? Look at the Olympics. There are 15 people who are running and who work for 5 years or 4 years.
Yeah.
4 years Olympics, 4 years. 4 years they practice, they leave aside
Everything.
कुछ नहीं. कितना sacrifice करते हो. और वो 1 मिनट में he's 6th and he's 1st. और उसकी मेहनत का क्या हुआ? अब बोलोगे मैंने भी उतनी मेहनत की थी. That's the way it is.
It doesn't matter.
That is the way it is.
1 or 2 seconds are defined.
अच्छा, ये तो फिर भी is a matter of first, second, third. Gymnastics. How do you say who's better, who's not better? Somebody's put in the points. उसने बोला इसको 10 मिला, इसको 9 मिला. Okay? तो फिर क्या करेंगे आप?
It's objective. क्या कर लोगे?
देखो, वो तो रेस में तो एक लाइन बनी है, इसने क्रॉस कर लिया, इसने क्रॉस कर लिया, फर्स्ट, सेकंड, थर्ड. जिम्नास्टिक्स में क्या करोगे आप? उतनी ही मेहनत करी. Somebody feels इसको 9.8 मिलेगा, somebody says इसको 10 मिलेगा. अब वो किसको ब्लेम करोगे? उसको. But that's how it is. किस्मत की बात है. You had a bad hair day, that's it. Sorry.
Yeah.
That's what it is in the films.
Yeah.
If it works, it works. Ayushmann Khurrana took 10 years to make it to an X point. Rajkumar Rao took so much time to make it. But they work better. But सबका नहीं होता ना. कई लोग आते हैं, they're trying to, but नहीं हो पाता. So you can't. Don't blame it on nepotism, boss. आपकी मेहनत है, yes. किस्मत बहुत बड़ी चीज है. बहुत बड़ी चीज है हमारे लाइफ. I totally believe it. किस्मत इज आपका लिखा है, आपका लिखा है. आपको इतना मिलना है, आपको ये मिलना है. एवरीबडी कांट. लाइक आई सेड, नो. वो रेस में जीत गया, वो मेहनत तो उसने भी की, 10 साल मेहनत की. 3 ओलंपिक्स में आया, ही कुड नेवर विन अ मेडल. तो व्हाट? सो आई डोंट थिंक दिस नेपोटिज्म बिजनेस, आई डोंट एग्री विद इट. यू नो, स्पेशली इन द फिल्म्स. पैसे कौन लगा रहा भाई? तुम किस में चूचा कर रहे हो? तुम्हारे पैसे लग रहे हैं क्या? तुम किस बिना पे चूचा कर रहे हो? पैसे तो उसके गए ना अगर फ्लॉप हुआ तो. व्हाट्स योर प्रॉब्लम?
Yeah. It's simple math actually. I think ये conversation ज़्यादा 2-3 साल, I think 5 years, 6 years.
What's wrong? अगर किसी का बच्चा बेटी आना चाह रहे हैं, अगर वो बकवास होगी, पब्लिक बोलेगी भगाओ यार.
Yeah. And we've seen it. We've seen it.
जनता बोलती है, बॉस. हमारी लैंग्वेज इज द ऑडियंस.
Yeah.
ऑडियंस ने पसंद कर लिया. Who are you to say हमको नहीं पसंद है? They love it. The majority loves him or her. Fine. It works. That person is taking a chance. ठीक है, कोई बहुत मेहनत करके आया और एक्टिंग क्लास और NSD और फॉरेन में स्कूल में जाके आया और मैं आकर पब्लिक ने बोला यार हमको तो पसंद नहीं है. तो क्या फिर क्या करेंगे आप? जो बच्चे नेपोटिज्म से नहीं आए और जो who don't do well, मैंने आपको कितने नाम दे दिए जो विदाउट बैकग्राउंड आए ना. इतने सारे नाम गिना दिए मैंने आपको. वो कहाँ से आए? वो व्हाट नेपोटिज्म? देखो, फिल्म इंडस्ट्री में इट्स ऑल बिजनेस. Nobody will put money behind somebody if they're not successful, if they're not good. Okay, so the whole point is आयुष्मान खुराना के पीछे आज 20, 25, 30 करोड़ की पिक्चरें लगाते हैं, 40 करोड़ लगाते हैं, because they feel they can put. But when he came in, they didn't know. वो तो 5 करोड़ की फिल्म बेचारा बोला नहीं यार इतने में होगा बजट. That's the language. आयुष्मान खुराना, अच्छा सर 5-6 करोड़ में फिल्म बना लो तो हम फाइनेंस कर लेंगे. But he had to work his way to today. So they will only back what they feel they can.
Has a merit to draw.
Yes, or they can take a risk. Yes, for the names. Well, let's face it. Louis Vuitton आज 10 लाख का बैग बेचता है. लुई विटॉन की बेटी आ गई. लुई विटॉन ने बोला माय डॉटर्स कलेक्शन नहीं है, उसका बैग 5 लाख में ले लेंगे आप. लुई विटॉन ने कहा मेरी बेटी है, ब्रिलियंट डिजाइनर. बाद में लेने के बाद बोलेंगे ये तो बकवास है यार, बट लिया ना आपने. दैट्स हाउ द वर्ल्ड ऑपरेट्स. सो व्हाट्स रॉन्ग अगर भाई किसी का बेटा है या किसी की बेटी है और उसने अपनी ज़िंदगी में मेहनत करके इतनी फ़ैन फॉलोइंग गैदर की है, सो उसको थोड़ा मिलता है ना उसका फ़ायदा कि ठीक है, if my daughter or my son gets a bit of this benefit of people who like me, they may like her. And they are going to see her because of you. अगर मेरे बेटे को मेरे लिए देखने आते हैं कि भाई ओ जावेद का बेटा अच्छा, I'm not such a big star, but he's doing it on his own. So there's no, I didn't launch him, I didn't make a movie for him. But if that happens with anybody, if Dharamji makes for a movie for his son and says Betab, and my son is a good-looking boy and he physically looks good and he horse riding करता है और ठीक है, he launched him. Was there a gun on the audience's head to go and watch that film?
Yeah.
Who bought tickets? Why did that film earn so much money? Dharamji did nothing. He just made a film and said, watch my son. I think he's good. They said, okay, we like him. Good, that's it, done. Bachchan Saab didn't make a movie. Abhishek took a while to grow. His first movie was not a hit, but it took a while. He was a good actor, he stayed, and then, he proved his mettle. So, that's the way it goes. I mean, this is nepotism. Hawa banana.
So, you also made interesting comments on the tribe about influencer culture. So, where did it come from?
I mean, it was a tongue-in-cheek thing.
Yeah.
It's not something which is below the belt. It was just like, you see some atrocious things happening. I mean, कोई भी यार, I see some stuff, बेचारे गांव के कोई छोटे से खोली झोपड़े में, they're trying to do something. I understand where they're coming from. कि यार एक validation चाहिए. मुझे कुछ लोग पसंद कर रहे हैं. मैं इस घुटी हुई जिंदगी से निकलकर कुछ लोग मेरे लिए ये एक औरत है जो अजीब सा डांस कर रही है. But I understand where they're coming from. And it's emotional also because I know यार एक बड़ी घुटी सी जिंदगी में रह रहे हैं, कुछ appreciation नहीं है, and they're looking for some के मुझे कोई तो like करे, कोई चाहे, कुछ पसंद करे, and they're doing something कि भाई everybody is not in it for the monetization so called, and you find some ridiculous stuff happening, but once they get into monetization and you feel मतलब वो क्या actually क्या है कि आपने यूँ किया और एक टर्न मारा और साड़ी बदल दी और फिर एक गाने को आप लिपसिंग कर रहे हैं एंड अरे कुछ ओरिजिनल क्रिएट करो. कौन समझ में आता है. देयर आर पीपल हु आर physically doing amazing things, calisthenics, dancers, singers, fighting guys who will teach you exercises, martial arts, fine, but ये जो खाली टाइम पास है ना, and what's happened is we're consuming so much mediocrity that हम खुद mediocre होने लगते हैं अपनी सोच में, मतलब वो करके, and it's like actually hypnotizing you and it's become like an addiction. People are just looking and consuming and it's nonsense, it's like. तो अब वो एक वर्ड आ गया इन्फ्लुएंसर. भाई इन्फ्लुएंस क्या होता है? इन्फ्लुएंसर तो आप पीपल लाइक गांधी, इन्फ्लुएंसर्स आर पीपल लाइक हु इन्फ्लुएंस यू टू डू सर्टेन थिंग्स इन योर लाइफ, इन योर एक्शंस, बट एक वर्ड आ गया है इन्फ्लुएंसर. तो इन्फ्लुएंसर फ्रॉम दैट पर्सपेक्टिव अगर आप देखें तो बड़े तो वही है. अब जो बड़े स्टार्स, अमिताभ बच्चन साहब हैं, शाहरुख हैं और सलमान, ये लोग इन्फ्लुएंस कर रहे हैं लोगों को टू वेयर अ सर्टन थिंग इन हिज हैंड और टू एक्ट इन अ सर्टन वे. और बाल अपने बच्चन साहब से आई थिंक वो शुरू हुआ था वो हेयर स्टाइल, बच्चन साहब का एक वो, तो लोग बच्चन साहब का हेयर स्टाइल करके एक कंधा नीचे करके ऐसे, तो वो उतना तक होता है इन्फ्लुएंस. बट द बिगर इन्फ्लुएंसेस इन योर लाइफ लाइक द एक्चुअल हीरोज हु वेयर मंडेला or Gandhi ji or people who actually, or whether it was Anna Hazare Sahib who started a certain movement and people who were influenced by that, India against corruption, whatever happened. So ये influencer होते हैं in my definition of influencer. अभी एक बना दिया, it's such a frivolous use of the word, but वो हो गया और फिर उस पे, but like I said, yeah, to each his own. I mean, that's a tongue in cheek. अभी किसी को पसंद है, जो पसंद है. People trip on different things. We go into a Shulabh Sauchalaya and go, I love it. Yeah. That's his trip, man.
So what do you trip on? Let's talk about that. What is your guilty pleasure? जो अभी like यार मैं देखता हूँ या मैं सुनता हूँ.
मैं फिल्में देखता हूँ. I like music. I like different kinds of music. अभी देखेंगे सब अलग-अलग है. From new age to jazz to old Hindi songs. मेरे घरे में I like old Hindi songs before the 90s. 80s, before the 80s, 90s, yeah.
Mm.
And filमें देखता हूँ. I watch a lot of socio-political discussions, science, technology. So I consume that on the internet. I'll read articles. Yeah, mostly that. बाकी ये सब रील्स नॉट माई सीन. कोई मुझे भेज देता है, वो तो आज बहुत भेजते हैं. अब आई हैव टू एक्चुअली, व्हाट्सएप अलग प्रॉब्लम हो गया है. आपको 100 मैसेज होंगे, उसमें से 4 मैसेज काम के होंगे. बाकी हैप्पी वेडनेसडे, हैप्पी ट्यूसडे, आई लव दिस, वॉच टिल द एंड, ये अलग है. वो वॉच टिल एंड वो भी अलग है. वो कभी कभी आप देख लेते हैं, अच्छा भाई देख लेता हूँ, एंड देन से व्हाट वाज देयर टू वॉच टिल द एंड. So yeah, that's what I do now. Or I'll just sit and play some music. I'll play the guitar. I'm learning kind of thing. तो वो कर लेता हूँ थोड़ा. So yeah, that's my time goes in that. Sometimes I think of some scripts. If I have ideas, I want to maybe put it down. But I'm thinking, oh, nowadays maybe I want to make a film. So yeah, all these things. That's what I do.
Yeah.
The boring life.
The good life. Talk to me about family life, love. Also, the definition of love, right? In the Gen Z, there are many terms. I don't know if you're familiar. I watch reels about it.
I don't define love. It's a feeling. It happens. It's how you react to somebody, what you feel for somebody. It's a reaction. For me, love is the reaction. You just feel, something. And then that reaction makes you want to do what you want to do. So, in a form of an act, gestures, a dua from inside for somebody, that's love. It's not about, oh, darling, I got to 50 roses. And you didn't give me diamond for my anniversary. And it's superficial. And I think it's so stupid, people coming online and Facebook, oh, my darling, I love you. Who are you trying to prove this to? That darling should know. It's a very intimate thing. Why do I want to, oh, without you, I would have been this and that and X, Y, and I see, for me, I think it's very personal. And I'm not judging anybody. For me, it's very personal. I think it's a very personal thing. If I have to do that to prove to the person I love, then it's
Yeah. Why do you need to tell anybody else?
Yeah,
Just tell
if
the
that person knows that I love them,
Yeah.
her, him, whether it's my child or my mother or my wife, I don't have to go out and say, my mother, you did this to me and you did that to me. My actions speak to my mother, what I do for her. For her, then I get her, she gives me a dua, that's enough for me. I don't have to do it, post everything and, I just find it like, what do you need? What? You need...
It's a validation mechanism, right?
Yeah, but this whole thing...
Because it's been driven by the phone. It's been driven by social media where you want validation for everything. And this is not just in moments like love, right? It's even the victories that you want to post about, saying that this is what I achieved or how I did it or where I did it. And that adds to the bubble of...
Yeah, but also because of that, a lot of people go negative. They go into depressions. People are facing that. Young girls who are facing, issues across the world psychologically. Teenagers who are facing these problems about not being or not having, or being too thin or too fat or too poor or whatever, and it's all there. I mean, I'm reading cases which are happening, which are affecting these young kids because of social media. So I don't think it's something which is... It's got more negatives than positives. There are some positives, yes, but, and I just feel like you said, I don't need validation. And if I do, then the relationship is not working. If my relationship depends on somebody's validation.
Let's take money, right, from this conversation. Also, it's considered a flex when you post online about your vacation or about whatever you've purchased or how you're kind of driven towards or you gravitate towards money, which is, of course, an important part of life. But having been through the journey, right, how important is wealth in the context of things? Sorry, I don't mean to ask a thinking question.
No. But there is, I agree. I see, what you need and what you want are two different things. Okay, like there's Imam Hussain, who was the Prophet's grandson. He said something very beautiful. He said, अपनी ख्वाहिशों को अपनी ज़रूरतों से ज़्यादा मत करो, क्योंकि ज़रूरतें तो फ़कीरों की भी पूरी हो जाती हैं और ख्वाहिशें तो बादशाहों की भी पूरी नहीं होती. So if you understand कि what your needs are, मुझे इतना चाहिए, ठीक है, मैं थोड़ा सा बढ़ा दूँ, मैं एक गाड़ी चलाऊँगा अच्छी, ठीक है, इंसान है आप, you're not an ascetic, you're not like,
You've not
I
given
like
up
a good
that.
car.
Yeah.
तो एक अच्छी गाड़ी चलाऊंगा, मुझे 10 गाड़ियों की जरूरत नहीं है, पैसे हैं, बट मैं तो एक गाड़ी चलाना, ये बेच लो दूसरी ले लो, एक साथ 10 गाड़ी लेने का मतलब, मैं एक घर में रहूंगा, मुझे एक अच्छा सा घर ले लिया मैंने, मेरी परिवार वहां पे रहता है, ठीक है, आप अच्छा रहना चाहते हैं, रहिए, मैं 10 घर के लिए क्या करूंगा, वो आपका पैसा, इट कैन बी यूज, दैट फॉर मी मनी शुड सर्कुलेट, इट शुड एम्प्लॉय पीपल, देयर शुड बी a movement of that money, where it's benefiting other people. It's not just me, myself, and I, and my car, and my house, and I don't agree with that. And the flashing of wealth beyond a certain point, it just becomes, ठीक है, people like a few good things, but keep it the middle path.
Yeah. So much of money is also linked to the hustle culture, right? जो अभी it's a lot in the news, which is about a 70-hour work week, etc.
No, I heard 2 or 3 of these guys. Are you stupid? These guys are representing corporations. Tell them to go there and say the same thing in America. They will be killed, booted out like next day.
Yeah.
The system will boot them out. They will be ridiculed in public on media.
So where does it fit into कि
India में चलेगा ना?
Hard work से.
Boss, this is called crony capitalism. आप कमा रहे हो, इसका खून चूस रहे हो, उसको भी दो ना उतना फिर. So as per statistics, 5.7% is your inflation. That's not what your salaries are going up, no? So at least they should take care, the government should take care in collaboration with the corporation that, look, boss, if the inflation is this much, keep the salaries going up.
The base minimum.
Yeah, no. But if there's a 5.7%, like today, if I take a house for rent, the normal yearly increment is 5%.
Yeah.
Right?
I pay it.
Why is that not given to salaries? Simple question. Why is not 5% increment given to a salary?
I mean, if you look at it from a larger level, there are companies that do 15%, 20%, 25%,
No,
30%.
but depends on which level. Are you giving the clerk or the CEO? There's a whole discrepancy here. There's a huge discrimination here between the CEO's salaries and the general worker's salary. It's not in sync.
Yeah.
They'll pay some millions, whatever. And it's happening abroad also. So this is there. I'm just saying, when you're talking about, there should be some kind of a balance. It's not being balanced. And, like you're saying, this consumer culture to some point, but then it's, keep the balance, man. I just feel, just maintain the balance. Like,
the equilibrium is important.
Yeah, like, don't go there.
Yeah.
Let this guy come up, man. What's happening in capitalism, where it gets crony? कि भाई हम सब ले लें, आप काम करो 70 घंटे. अबे 70 घंटे मतलब क्यों काम करूं मैं भाई? जाके बोलना अमेरिका में, वो तो बोलेगा मुझे 2 दिन वीकेंड चाहिए और मैं 8 घंटे काम करूंगा और मैं 5 दिन काम करूंगा, वो मेरा 1 घंटा ब्रेक होगा. I have been on a set, and this I'm showing you the difference. When I went to London, we shot a web series. So there was a British crew and कुछ Indian crew था हमारा. So the shift is 9 o'clock. The Indian light man will come at 7:30 and start lighting up. The British guy will come at 8 o'clock. He'll sit outside. He'll smoke a cigarette, have his breakfast. 9 o'clock he'll enter the set. 6 o'clock he's out. 6:15 अगर पहले मुझे बोलना पड़ेगा, वो यूनियन से बात करेंगे, 15 मिनट एक्सटेंड हो रहा है भाई, is it okay everybody? They'll say okay, fine, okay. That इधर तो कुछ नहीं बॉस, आधा घंटा ऊपर हो गया है, ठीक है यार करो, 1 घंटा ऊपर हो गया. सो द रिस्पेक्ट फॉर लेबर इंडिया में नहीं है, सैडली. आई सी इट. अब क्यों नहीं दे रहे उसको? There was a time when we had one shift which was an 8-hour shift, which was 9 to 6.
Yeah.
A 9 to 9 was a shift and a half. So people were paid a shift and a half. Today, the regular shift is 9 to 9. And there's an X pay. Now, there's no increment happening. There's 5% per year. So, I feel, this is happening in all the industries. When you say like, these guys come up and say like, why should you work like this? Everybody has a life. And somebody actually said, I don't know whose name I saw, he's saying, what do you go there, sit down Sunday looking at your wife's face? How much will you look at your wife's face? I mean, how dumb is that guy? Who are you to tell me who to look at, who not to? I have children, I have a mother, I have a father, I've got things to take care of. I have a life beyond your office. You want me to be your slave and work for your company and not look at my family and my life, which means the most they will be there when you are not. Who are you to tell me what to do? I mean, so there's a I think this whole workspace, this whole capitalistic machinery. So there has to be a balance between socialism and capitalism.
Yeah.
Because I think this capitalism, when it goes into this crony zone, it just gets, it doesn't work. It just exploits. And the people like India, यहाँ पे क्या होता है? Problem ये है. A job normally should be given 10,000 rupees. मैं बोलूँगा सर 10,000. नहीं वो तो कर रहा है ना 5 में. Because उसको ज़रूरत है. वो बेचारा कर लेगा because उसको problem है. When you're making millions and billions, take care of your people, man.
Yeah.
And if they are happy, they'll be loyal to you.
Yeah.
There are some companies who do that. Yeah. ये जो मैंने कहा कि कैपिटलिज्म और सोशलिज्म के बीच में एक बैलेंस होना चाहिए, बिकॉज मेरे फादर ने मुझे एक बात कही थी, वो गुरुदत्त साहब के साथ काफ़ी काम करते थे 2 फिल्मों में. सो आई थिंक आर पार या मिस्टर एंड मिसेस 55 की कुछ सिल्वर जुबली सेलिब्रेशन था, तो लोगों ने कहा था कि ताज में रखते हैं. तो गुरुदत्त साहब ने कहा कि नहीं, स्टूडियो में रखते हैं, जो भी आई थिंक फिल्मिस्तान या महबूब स्टूडियो. तो बोला सर क्यों, वहाँ पे क्यों? बोला मैं किसी ऐसी जगह में फंक्शन नहीं रखना चाहता जहाँ मेरा वर्कर आने में कतराए या उसे कुछ इन्फीरियरिटी कॉम्प्लेक्स महसूस हो. कि ताज में फिर लोग बोलेंगे ऐसे कपड़े पहने और ये, ही शुड नॉट फील कॉम्प्लेक्स. ही केप्ट इन द स्टूडियो द सेलिब्रेशन एंड एवरीबडी केम एंड और यू कॉल एवरीबडी. देखो एक फिल्म जब बनती है ना, सो आई कांट सेग्रीगेट कि नहीं ये स्टार के लिए पार्टी है, पर ये वर्कर ने भी तो काम किया भाई. वो असिस्टेंट है या स्पॉट बॉय है, वो भी सेलिब्रेट करना चाहिए. उसको क्यों सेलिब्रेशन में इन्वॉल्व नहीं करते हो यार तुम? अगर फिल्म सक्सेसफुल हुई है तो सब सेलिब्रेट करना चाहिए, सिर्फ थोड़ी ना कि जो टॉप हेड ऑफ द डिपार्टमेंट. नो, आई थिंक दैट्स आल्सो,
It's so nasty.
yeah, let everybody celebrate.
Yeah.
That's a team. Whether it's when they did 200 लोग ने आके 50 दिन एक लोकेशन पे काम किया है, तो 200 लोगों को सेलिब्रेट करना चाहिए ना. Why are you celebrating with like 15 people or 25 people? So yeah, so this is what trickled down from my father with these great people and the way they thought about cinema. And I have one more incident. So there was a filmmaker. My father was traveling in a plane, and somebody told him there's a director called John Frankenheimer. And John Frankenheimer is an amazing. He made The Train, The Birdman of Alcatraz, The Horseman. Ronin he made like towards the ending with Robert De Niro. So when he was on the flight, nobody knew him. So my dad had seen his film. So he just went up to him and he says, "Sir, I'm a big fan of yours. I'm an actor from the Indian film industry and I like your work." So shuru mein he felt like, koi fan type hai. Then my dad said, The Train, you made a film and there was a shot in that where the train comes over the camera. I said, "How did you do that?" So then he said, okay, oh, sit. Then he made his father sit. And then he explained, there's a whole story behind it. Okay, how a director doesn't always take credit. He's saying, the climax is a big sequence. I had 8 cameras. Us time, we were talking about the 50s. And 8 cameras. And the whole train had to come and it was a whole destruction of the train. So, and he's telling my father this, so there were 8 cameras. Now, he couldn't obviously look at all 8. So, there was a Japanese cameraman who was handling a camera. He said, "Sir, where should I keep the camera?" So he said, "You just, wherever you just feel like." And there was too much happening, logistics. Now when the shot was ready, and there was only one take because they can't repeat, it's like destroying the whole thing. So the train comes and there's a path it's supposed to follow. And this Japanese camera guy had dug a hole and sat in the hole with his camera on ground level like this.
What?
And the train is there. It's going like this. So he just... Now what happened when the shot happened, the train went and came this way. And the camera was here. The train went like this. From there it went... Then the director said, I kept that as my master shot. I didn't expect it. The full credit goes to him. I didn't tell him anything. It was just his creativity and he was lucky to get that shot right above it. So at least they acknowledged कि यार मैंने नहीं किया, एक था बंदा उसने कर दिया. Then he said, to my father said, वो जले हुए थे काफी स्किन पीलिंग. तो एक फिल्म थी हॉर्समैन, ही शॉट इन अफगानिस्तान, जो जिसका एक बुजकाशी एक गेम होता है जहाँ घोड़े पे they have to take a lamb and you have to take a lamb from XB point to point A to point B, which is about few miles away, and they run on horses in teams, and that like it's a dead sheep, and they have to carry that sheep and take it to an export. It's very violent. They have to hit each other, and so it was shot in Dharmatma. Khan Saab did a kind of a similar take on that, but this was brilliant. It was about the horsemen. So he said, my father told him, you all work so hard, to make a film. So he looked at my father and said, you're coming from India and you're saying this, it's not fair. He's saying, in your country, a man earns 5 rupees and spends 2.5 rupees to buy a ticket and watch your film. What is your responsibility? Now look at the thinking of that man. कि वो आदमी जो 5 रुपए कमाकर 2.5 रुपए का टिकट लेके आपकी फिल्म देखने आ रहा है, उसकी आधी कमाई है वो. आपकी जिम्मेदारी क्या है कि उसको पैसा वसूल कराओ यार, उसको दो कुछ, उसके 2.5 रुपए के लिए टू बी वर्थ इट. सो दैट इज द थिंकिंग ऑफ द फिल्म मेकर्स ऑफ देन कि यार मैं फिल्म बना रहा हूँ, मैं कुछ दूं उसको, कुछ घर ले जाए, मजा करे, he should enjoy himself or at least take something back with him. So film has that kind of a responsibility. It's such a big thing for it to say कि you're making millions, but वो आपके लिए millions, आपके 10 million में 1 million ठीक है, but उसका तो आधी कमाई है जो आपको आके दे रहा है और फिल्म देख रहा है. So things like that, they matter. So even today, filmmakers, we should look, okay, boss, there's an audience. What am I giving them?
Okay. We'll move to an advice section and close with that because it's been so much fun. But the advice is with a twist, ठीक है? आपको advice देनी है as the character.
I'm not an advisor.
Okay, so it's not an advice. As these characters, so you can make it funny, you can make it light-hearted, you can make it tongue-in-cheek.
Okay, let's see how it flows. Okay. What do you?
अगर मानव from धमाल को मुझसे stress manage करना सिखाना होता, तो वो क्या कहता?
देखिए, अगर आपको बहुत ज़्यादा स्ट्रेस हो रहा है ना, तो मेरे हिसाब से तो आप सोया करिए, क्योंकि जब आदमी सोता है तो स्ट्रेस ही नहीं होता है. तो बेस्ट है आप सोइए, नो स्ट्रेस.
If you had to be a boogie woogie style judge to one of the dance reels on Instagram, जो है trend reels, you need to give them feedback.
See, boogie woogie, what was nice was, we always first appreciated.
हाँ. And then
in a very nice way कि थोड़ा सा अगर इसको ये मेरे father से सीखा है, which even Navid and me, both of us, because my father was so good at this and I'm not very good at this, but वो मतलब मुझे पहले बोले अरे बहुत बहुत अच्छा, ये fantastic, बात कर कुछ करेंगे, तो थोड़ी देर बाद थोड़ा वो उसमें से अगर थोड़ा ऐसा कर देते ना तो और अच्छा होता. So I think that
it's an art.
Yeah, it's an art. कि आप अपनी बात भी कहें लेकिन दिल भी ना दुखाए.
Yeah.
तो बूगी में भी used to
try to do that.
ये बहुत अच्छा किया. थोड़ा ना अगर वो किक को ना ऐसा कर देते ना तो और smooth लगता. तो I think that's what we did. Yeah.
Okay, it brings us to the end. Thank you so much for your time.
अरे pleasure.
And
pleasure.
we will ask.
Thank you. Sorry आपको मैंने ऐसे एक करिश्मा तो बना दिया आपको यहाँ बिठा के, but
no, it was so good. It's a vibe. So we'll request you to now play something on the guitar for us.
You should all come. It will be so much better. It will be a nice little thing. It's never happened on your show. So
yeah.
Who else is there? Come sit. It's about Bombay, man. HOB track 1. है दिल है मुश्किल जीना यहाँ, जरा हट के जरा बच के, ये है बॉम्बे मेरी जान। ए दिल है मुश्किल जीना यहाँ, जरा हट के जरा बच के, ये है बॉम्बे मेरी जान। कहीं बिल्डिंग कहीं ट्रामे, कहीं मोटर कहीं मिलता है यहाँ सब कुछ, एक मिलता नहीं दिल। कहीं बिल्डिंग कहीं ट्रामे, कहीं मोटर कहीं मिलता है यहाँ सब कुछ, एक मिलता नहीं दिल। इंसान का नहीं कहीं नाम निशान, जरा हट के जरा बच के, ये है बॉम्बे मेरी जान। है दिल है मुश्किल जीना यहाँ, जरा हट के जरा बच के, ये है बॉम्बे मेरी जान। Here's to Bombay.
Thank you for being the best community, and we'll see you in the next one.